A blessed good afternoon to all my viewers and my subscribers. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, wherever you are. So, just the other day, we carried a story about the oldest living lady in northern Clarendon, my viewers and subscribers. You know, she passed away on Holy Thursday, one day before Good Friday. You know, we just want to take the time to do a documentary on the life of this living legend. Very, very humble lady. Yes? And we're talking about Kerdell Bailey Pinnock. She was 104 years of age when she passed away on Holy Thursday. Yes. 104. Get what I say? And she 104 off a Sandy River near Kellits in Clarendon. You know, Sandy River, a place they call Greenskin. That's close to Rhoden Hall, if you are back familiar with that side. She was born on Friday, the 28th of January 1921 at Christiana, Manchester. Yes, my viewers, she had 5 siblings, all of whom precede her. You know what I say? This lady, as I said, is a living legend. Kerdell did mainly farming back in her days. You know, take care of her family, including her 5 children: Denzil, Marva, Celma, Dane and Norris, who are all still alive. Yes. Her husband, Pinnock, passed away in the 70s, 1975 to be exact, half a century ahead of Kerdell. You get what I say? 1975. That's how many years ago? I wasn't even born yet. That's when her husband passed away. You get what I say? And Kerdell made a peaceful transition from the world of life. On Thursday, the 17th of April, as I said, Holy Thursday, she passed away Thursday, the 17th of April, 2025, at the University Hospital of the West Indies in St. Andrew. Yes, Kerdell is a lady. If you know Kerdell, because when we were growing up, we grew up in that era, you know? We grew up in Sandy River. We all go to that Stacyville Basic School. We all have a history. We all have some memories about Miss Kerdell Bailey Pinnock. You know, she was a God-fearing lady, a woman who worshiped God everywhere she go. She worshiped at the St. Peter's Anglican Church in Rhoden Hall, near her community of Sandy River. You get what I say? That lady is a lady always talk about God. Always have a little encouragement to give you, just like every other old or elderly person in those community. You know? One fun memory that we used to have, a lot of us used to have about Miss Kerdell. Whenever Miss Kerdell always have a lot of tangerine and oranges in her backyard. Some fun memories is we always try to go there to get those tangerine. Those tangerine was big. Whenever you eat one of those tangerine, wow, you don't want nothing else for the rest of the day. But we always have some challenges because Miss Kerdell, she always have a lot of dogs. And sometimes we go for those tangerines and those dogs will be like, they're giving us hell. But guess what? We have to get those tangerines. You know? Miss Kerdell used to have the best tangerine anywhere around in that community. You know? And this lady is a mother to so many. You know? She only gave birth to 5 kids but she's a mother to over 100 children. As I said, 104 years old. There's a lot of good memories about this lady. A lot of things people can say good about Miss Kerdell Bailey. You know? As I said, I'm not sure how many grandchildren, but I'm sure there's a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. You know? Because this lady, as I said, is a woman of God, and the family is a blessed family. So, we just want to highlight the great life of Kerdell Bailey, who lived a modest life, a life that of example for a lot of us to follow. You know, for a person to live 104 years, it had to be God blessings, good food, God health. You know, and this lady was a woman of example. And you know, when somebody live 104, you cannot mourn about this type of death. You gotta celebrate. You get what I'm saying? You gotta celebrate the life. At 104, there's no mourning. You just gotta celebrate. And you know, this lady has lived every pinnacle of her life. Every pinnacle of her life. You know? And even when she passed away, she was still a strong woman. You know? I remember when the Prime Minister visited this lady a few years back. And I think this lady is a strong what do you call it? Labor right background, you know? Because the Prime Minister visited her a few years ago and they had a wonderful time, marvelous time. So you know this ladies love her green color. Definitely. I mean, you know. So this lady has lived, as I said, has lived her life, do her journey, do her time. And I was having some dialogue with a few of the grandkids. And you know, they're just celebrating life. They're not mourning. They're celebrating life because this lady, as I said, has done a lot to the community and a lot to a lot of kids, a lot of children. You know? So I know the farewell for this lady is gonna be something marvelous. A lot of people gonna turn out to pay their last respect to Kerdell Bailey Pinnock, 104 years of age, of Sandy River district in Clarendon. You know, I think this lady is one of the oldest lady in Northern Clarendon. I know there's another lady in Sandy River. I think her name is Miss Tiny. I think that lady is 103 or 104, close to this age. But this lady is a living legend. Living legend. You know? She lived every pinnacle of her life. And we just want to take the time, as somebody who grew up in the district, as somebody who know this lady, as somebody who have dialogue with this lady, I just want to take this 10 minutes out of my time to pay my last respect and my tribute to a legend, Miss Bailey. You know? And I just want to say, keep blessings to the Pinnock family and the Manning family. You know? As I said, it's a big family. You know? Big family, but it's a blessed, it's a God-fearing family. You know? And keep strong and let's celebrate the life with you guys. We are here to celebrate the life with you guys of Mama Kerdell. Some people call her Mama, some people call her Auntie. She has so many names, you know, but is a blessed woman of God. As I said, we are here to celebrate, not to mourn, but to celebrate levity and a long life and treacherous memories of Mama Kerdell. What good mama. And I know you are in heaven. God have a place up there for you. What good Mama Kerdell. We love you. We appreciate you and we thank you for everything that you have done for us. God bless. I'm out.